Welcome to Enlisted News Weekly. My name is Napoleon Total, and today we are here to cover the Enlisted News of the week. In this week, we have funders, mods, new rockets, and National Resistance Day for a new event. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we start, I would like to say that this episode has been made possible by the wonderful people at Discord, meaning that if you haven't joined the Discord, please join the Discord, and while you're at it, please like and subscribe and join the channel. That said, let's get started with this week's news. The first thing we have up is the wonderful lighting and thunder systems and new clouds and effects. In battles, most of the time, your screen is taken up by the sky, because the sky is so pivotal in the setting of the mood. In the upcoming update, new sky and weather effects will be added to the quality and the atmosphere of a new gaming level, meaning that you will be getting a lot of new lighting effects. Some of them include changing the time of day and lighting of these new events different times of day, and you will be able to experience battles in a completely new way at sunset, with the soft light of the sun sweeping from view behind the horizon, completely cloudless skies, or even harsher weather such as thunder, or depending on the environment, blizzards or sandstorms. So that's not only enjoy the stark beauty of the sky, but you can also easily spot your enemies. We have improved the balance between dark rooms and bright lighting, and the sun in general will be less blinding in all weather. New rain effects will be added. Even an entire thunderstorm will come with lightning that will ensure atmosphere in battle. New combinations of time and weather will allow for even more than new combination of light and weather will be allowed for more than 150 missions enlisted to play out in bright new colors. And next thing we have after that is apparently dimensional clouds. We have completely modernized our cloud generation technology, hollow density clouds, and yeah, this is a pretty good thing. If you ask me, these new clouds are also animated, in which they can shift and go throughout the sky. Honestly, I think this is a good change. I don't think it's gonna really affect much, but they did say that they were gonna change the lighting, especially in dark rooms, so I think that's a good thing. I believe that's a very good thing, considering the fact that sometimes you're literally blind when you're in a dark room, and other times when you're advancing on a point and the sun is in your way, it is also bad for you. That said, historically, having the sun in your face is what caused a lot of battles to be either won or lost. So, Enlisted changing that does do a little bit in historical accuracy, but in terms of gameplay-wise, thank you very much, Enlisted. I would really like not to get blinded by the sun. Next, we can create our own missions. In the dev blog released on the 25th of May, 2022, it says, "It is no secret that the Enlisted community is full of talented people who can impress all of us. So there we are pleased to announce to you a new tool that you can help unleash your creativity, and that is by editing missions. As a part of Enlisted, this is one of the tools that we used when working on the game, and it can be available to all of you. You can find the mods editor BAT right in the game directory when the major update is released. We will expand a lot of features of the editor over time, but even if in its current form, its functions offers a lot of possibilities. We can take any enlisted location at its core of your mission and transform it beyond recognition by changing the landscape, adding and moving or removing objects as you like. The editor allows you to customize key features like respawn points, capture points, and create missions unique with unique rules. It can also allow for infinite respawns, limit the number of respawns per team, or forbid respawns entirely from the same squad more than once. And of course, you can also set boundaries to the battlefield too. You can read that right. You will be creating your own missions on a larger map, taking players around several distant cities, and you will be one of the most possible ideas that I can play around with. You're certain that you and your friends will create a lot of fun and unique scenarios with a new map editor. These also include a mod portal. This is a place where authors and players meet, and it will be launched with the next major update, and soon after expects thousands of interesting game modes, in which the first will be cool missions. Now, first of all, the first thing that I would like to say is that in mission editors, especially with maps, I hope that whoever mods, please, I swear to God, please change some of the maps in Normandy, of which there are going to be Airfield, that's the most notable one that stands out, and the other one being D-Day, of which honestly, D-Day is just a pain because, well, MGs for the Americans suck, and when the MGs go down for the Germans, it sucks for them. But in terms of everything else, yeah, just please change those two maps in Normandy, of which the latter you can't really change, but D-Day is D-Day. But Airfield, please, I swear to God, please, someone needs to change Airfield. The next thing that I would like to say is, I like how they say a lot of big maps, and the first thing that comes to mind is, can someone please make a North African campaign map? Like, take all of North Africa, put it in one map, And just imagine the entire Enlisted community running around. Obviously, there are going to be problems in terms of lag, if not anything else, and download size, but holy, please. If someone made a North Africa map, I'll be living up and down. But yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say. I really like these new mods. Honestly, these mods remind me of War Thunder skins, but that said, really good. And let's move on. Another development we have is probably the new update, and that is the Burning Sky update. That is potentially going to be called the Burning Sky. The new rocket tanks and new campaign levels. First, here we are at the finish line for the Burning Sky update, in which the sky will be traced with tank rockets. You meet the new levels of the Invasion of Normandy and the Battle for Moscow campaigns, as well as premium rocket vehicles for 3 nations. Invasion of Normandy, Sherman Canopy, and the Panzerwaffe 42. Should we describe how new rocket launchers work? Well, that's worthwhile. After all, despite their similar, these machines have markedly different tactics and use. Having their own advantages and disadvantages, we will try to give you some basic tutorial tactical advice to make it easy and fast to start enjoying these new weapons. The first one we have up is the Canopy. This is based on the familiar American M4 Sherman with its gun still operational, but as soon as you see crowds of enemies in your sights, a 114mm rocket steps in. 60 high explosive rounds will knock enemy troops to the ground. Tactical advice. Focus your rocket fire on enemy infantry. Rockets are powerful, but they won't have enough power to kill or seriously damage armored vehicles. And be sure to use your rocket safe from enemy tanks. Such a large target can be easily hit by a lucky shell or by a grenade. And if the ammunition detonates, your entire victorious campaign is quickly over. Translation is that if you hit the rocket launcher on the Canopy, you're dead. And thankfully, on the M4, you have a 76mm gun. 76 or 75, depends. Looks from the image tells me it's a 75mm gun. Next, we have the Panzerwaffe 42. Despite being installed on a lightly armored platform, of which it's the special operations vehicle, it has more ammunition than a Canopy. Its 10 plus 10 ammo is enough to cause point-blank devastating strikes, and it has a machine gun with very fast aiming time for defense for a few soldiers in the cockpit. Tactical advice. Your attack is incredibly strong, but will be difficult to withstand a backfire, so it's worth setting a position in advance and practice firing the rocket launcher. Huge rockets will not give a chance to the enemy, but because of their weight, you need to get used to their ballistics. Honestly, these are pretty devastating things that don't mess with them. I honestly highly suggest that you don't mess with them. But that said, these things I'm pretty sure 100% that they're pay to win. Honestly, I don't see a chance around this. Next we have the Battle for Moscow, and what does the name Katyusha mean for you? This legendary Soviet rocket launcher on the chassis of the T-60 light tank, the machine gun is very compact and fast, but at the same time it carries some serious ammunition of 24 82mm rockets. Tactical advice. There is no other weapon, so go to the battlefield with troop support and try not to act alone, as you cannot be protected by machine guns and the enemy troops will quickly get to you. This premium squad of the BM-824 can be purchased for gold. Basically, it's a mini Katyusha, and this thing is terrifying. Someone get 4 squad mates, all bring out Katyushas, have these guys firing Katyushas at the same time, and in the background start playing the song Katyusha. Like, that's my best advice. Next thing we have up is Invasion of Normandy. To keep up with the tankers, including rocket launchers, on their toes, both sides will need to use great tools to destroy armored vehicles. These include the bazooka, the M9 bazooka this time, and the RPZB or the Panzerschreck 43. Both of them are upgrades. The former is an upgrade of the M1 and the latter is an upgrade of the Panzerfaust. And yeah, that's that. Next we have Battle of Moscow apparently. Some of the new things for level 37 armored vehicles include a T-34 1940. This legendary tank squares off on the Moscow front. It is one of the most famous versions of the Soviet medium tanks. It was used in the Soviet Winter Offensive in Operation Typhoon to great effect, rolling over German tanks and infantry alike. And I swear to God, and its counterpart is the famous Panzerkampfwagen 3 Aufs J1. Yes, you heard me correct. A 76 this time, 76mm L11 gun against a 50mm long-barreled gun on the Panzer III. Honestly, I don't know who thought this was a great idea. Can someone please give us a Panzer IV, the 76 long-barreled gun? That actually can stand a chance to the T-34. Can someone please tell me why you're introducing a Panzer III? I do not see a chance. The slope armor on the T-34 is already a recipe for disaster. You're telling me that the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausf J is not, it's gonna perform well against the T-34, I think the other one is just gonna get slaughtered. I don't know who decided it was a good idea. No wonder people are saying Soviet bias. Next thing we have is the premium squads, apparently, and this one is even more skewed. The 2nd Guards Rifle Division of the 18th Guards Reconnaissance Company might as well just give us the 6th Guards Tank Army, Jesus Christ. These sniper squads were armed with the experimental STK-40, basically a shortened version of the ABT-40, which is used in right now. Basically, they're going to be functioning similar to the SVT, and they have a scope. Great. They are up against the 256th Infantry Division of the 256th Reconnaissance Brigade, and these soldiers are just very recognizable, but the only thing they have is the Gewehr 41 sniper. Once again, I don't know who thought it was a great idea to give Soviets basically SVTs against German Gewehr 41 snipers. I don't see a chance. I don't see how the Germans will ever come on top. That said, the German uniforms does look extremely better. They literally look like, I don't know what they look like, but they look terrifying. Extremely terrifying. But that said, that's apparently for the new burning rockets, more like Soviet bias, like it's Katyushas, T-34s, and sniper squads that are OP. But that's it. That's it for the squads. And the new update that is in development. Next thing we have up is National Resistance Day in France. Even after the German army has entered Paris, many Frenchmen declined to obey the invaders and enlisted in numerous forms of resistance. These brave people created dimensions and covertly fought against the Germans throughout the entire war. On May 27th, the entirety of France celebrates the heroism of the citizens who refused to be broken and conquered. From May 27th, 1300 GMT time to May 30th, 1300 GMT time, complete various tasks to receive Resistance awards. These include orders for appearance changes, which you have 2 to complete each task, order for call signs, and silver orders for soldiers. Apparently, from day 27 to 28, which is today, eliminate targets which include 3 melee kills, 15 headshots, and 1 victory in the Battle of Normandy. From May 28th to 29th, get 20 uses of your engineer construction for your allies, 30 kills with a bolt action or semi-auto, 1 victory in the Battle of Moscow. May 29th to 30, do damage, finish the battle of the top 30% on your team, get 50 kills, 1 victory in the Battle of Normandy campaign, and yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. Leave La France, apparently. I do think these call signs are not that important, but appearance changes are important in the sense we will be getting customization for all campaigns next update, so I think that's a good thing. Silver orders is not really important, but hey, any silver orders is welcomed. But that's it, guys. Have a great day, guys. This Enlisted News event is over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and have a great day. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.